Hello, I'm Quehegan, and we are playing Don't Starve. This game is still currently in beta, so there are some issues with it. So pretty much you start off as, I'm starting off as a character, Winston, and this guy here, Maxwell, I believe was his name. I tried to hover over it before he disappeared. He tells you basically to get up and get moving, and you have to basically survive for as long as you can. This up here in the corner shows you how much longer you have until dusk and then nightfall. And before it turns nightfall, you have to have fire built, because if you don't, then these monsters actually show up and will pretty much make your day miserable. So right now I'm walking around trying to find some flint so I can actually make an axe. There we are. So you pick up the saplings and the flint, and you click on your tool menu here, and it takes one sapling and one flint, and you can make an axe. So you have to use the axe so you can chop down the trees to get the logs. Also, when you chop down the trees, you get pine cones. And the pine cones you can use to plant new trees. So you don't actually have to worry about running out of, you don't have to worry about clearing the forest and not actually have any more trees in it and have to move further and further away from where you set up your base camp. Also, to make a campfire, you'll need these tufts of grass. So it's a good idea to go ahead and collect some of those also. This here is a spider nest. If you get too close to it, they actually will come out and start attacking you. And right now that's very bad. Yeah, there we are. So they'll actually run away because it's daylight and they don't like the day. Well, I was hoping he'd run away and not chase me because I'm not really prepared to fight him yet. Okay, here are these rabbits. Actually, used to be in previous versions, they were actually very easy to catch and kill. But now they're actually kind of difficult because now they used to just run directly back to their rabbit hole and they'd run past you and you could kill them. But now they actually run away from you, so you can't just walk up to them and kill them. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that flint. Wait, let me walk around so another spider doesn't come out and try to get me. But you can actually build traps and bait them with carrots. But yeah, you actually have a hunger meter, so you actually have to gather food and supplies so that you actually can survive. Okay, here we are. Let me collect a few more things. And I generally try to find an area around these buffalo, moose type creatures. I'm not really sure what they are. I've never really paid attention to what it says they are, but I try to find a base close to where they are because they actually drop manure, and the manure is actually very useful because you can actually make farm plots out of it. Oh, I have to change to my pickaxe so I can actually mine this. You don't really have to worry about building a fire until it starts getting closer to the blue area, because if you build a fire too soon, then it just burns down before you have a chance to really use it. So right now you can still see this is just dusk, but when it becomes dark, you have to have a fire, or you actually have the monsters come up and kill you. But I've been playing this game for quite some time, When I first started playing, there was no sanity meter, there's no different seasons or anything like that. But now you actually have winter and it rains and things like that. And when it rains, it makes it very your fire goes out very quickly. And during the winter, you have to stay around your fire or have items that keep you warm, or you die. And the first time I went through a winter, because the maximum I've ever survived was around 43 days, but that was long before they had winter and all the other items like that. Okay, I'll go ahead and build my campfire here for tonight. Let's see if I have enough to make a trap. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set a trap here between these two rabbit holes. I'm going to bait it with a carrot. Also, these birds drop seeds, which are good to gather because you actually, they last a long time. I think it's probably the most sustainable food. Like these berries, they'll last maybe a few days before they actually go bad, and you have to eat them or they're spoiled and you can't really eat them. But yeah, it's a good idea to keep your hunger meter closer to the top, because if it's not, you actually, many times I forget to actually eat, and when around the screen, around the edge, it actually starts turning red, and I'm like, what's hitting me? And I realize, oh, my character's hungry. Okay, the fire will actually die down. You can actually click on it. It actually tells you like you should eat that. You should put something else in the fire. But pretty much anything you can put pretty much anything on the fire. You can put the cut grass. You can put the logs, the pine cones, put the petals, but they all last different amounts of time. Okay, yeah, at night you don't want to, night or dusk, you don't really want to try to chop down any trees, because if you do, they can actually turn into a creature that will actually come and try to kill you. And that guy is very hard to kill. You can either walk up to him and hit him and then run away and keep going back and forth, and that's one way to kill him, but it takes pretty much that your entire day is dedicated to that. Or you can try to lure him into a camp with the pigmen or with these buffalo-like creatures, and have them trick them into helping you kill him. Or you can actually drop something and use the easiest way is to use the torch to set that on fire, and then have him walk through it. When he walks through it, it'll catch him on fire and he'll die pretty quickly. The only problem is you won't get the items that he normally drops, because normally he drops living wood, which is actually something you can use to make some of the higher level items. And he will, but when you use the fire, that's lost. Now, this thing here is a wormhole. It actually would teleport you somewhere else on the map, and you don't really know where. So like looks like there's one here, there's one here, but it's not guaranteed to take you to that one. Also, when you use the wormholes, it actually drops your sanity meter a great deal. And if your sanity meter goes too low, you actually start to go insane, and you see things. When you start seeing things, you just got to start warning. You need to bring up your sanity quickly, because if it gets too low, it will actually these things that you see will actually become real and start to attack you. But if your sanity meter gets too low, you can actually start picking flowers, and it will actually raise your sanity up pretty quickly. I'll go ahead and eat some more of these berries while I'm walking around. I don't want to move too far because I got my trap down here, and I want to actually pick it up before it becomes night to see if I actually got anything. Oh, these trees are different. I'm not seen these before. I haven't seen it before, so let's chop it down. Hopefully it doesn't like turn into something. No, this just still turns into... The pine cones are the same. Okay. It's just different because you have that one and you have that one. Okay, here this is like a road. You can actually get on and travel really quickly. There's different types of these. I'm not sure if it's just a different texture for them or why, but they look different, but they never really drop anything different. It's like they always drop a few, mostly rock, flint, and every so often they'll drop a piece of gold. The gold is great to have because it's used to make the science machine and alchemy machines, which are you really need to make the higher level stuff. Okay, now I have enough to make a fire pit. The fire pit's great because it won't burn the stuff around you, and it prevents you from walking into the fire. Pickaxe broke. Let's see if I have a... Yeah, I've got enough to make another one. Need to get another sapling because you have to have those to make any of your tools. Okay, I'll start heading back down to see if my trap caught anything. Okay, let's go ahead and take this route to reveal this portion of the map. It's always a good idea to keep collecting things as you go. Especially if you already have something. I think you can carry about 20 of most items. Some of them he can carry more, some of them less. But it's a good idea to carry is, like if you already have one, just go ahead and pick up a few more. That way, you don't really want to, in case you run out, you don't want to run out. Also, later on you'll actually be able to get a shovel and dig up the bushes and these tufts of grass and these saplings, and you can actually plant them around your base, which actually helps a great deal so you don't have to travel so far. I want to explore this area some more and see if I actually can find one of those. Nope, didn't get anything. Let's see if there's any of these buffalo things inside here that maybe I overlooked. Generally, you know if they're around because they make a lot of noise. And you see little piles of poop everywhere. To make a backpack. Or do I have to have I need the science machine to make the backpack. Okay. Oh, there's a pile of manure. There we are. Let's unequip this and see if it's a button. Oh, beefalo. Okay. That's interesting name. Okay. Alright, so we found the beefalo. Let's go back over here to where my trap is. Camp close to it so that I don't have to walk as far to... Well, actually, I don't need to go back. I need to wait a day or two so I can actually, before I go back to it. Oh, there's one there. Alright, let's make our camp. Let's ensure that there's no spider webs here. I think I might just make my base camp around here. Okay, this looks like a good area. Go ahead and put a fire pit here. Okay. Let's roast us up some berries. Also be careful when you're roasting things in the fire. Like if you're standing like this, he'll actually eat them instead of cooking them. So kind of stand behind the fire when you cook them so that you don't actually accidentally eat them. so far I haven't ran into any food items that's better to eat before you cook them. But it's actually you actually can get a crock pot in the game, and it's actually really good for making some better items to eat. Okay, let me go ahead and there we are. So when you walk too close to your science machine, all these new things unlock. Okay, here we are. Now I'll make the backpack that allows us to carry more items. I need to chop down some more trees, but since it's nighttime, I don't really want to chop anything down because I fear that it might turn into one of those living trees and kill me. Okay, let's see. Hey, well, the walls are really good to make because later on you actually... where's my shovel? Here we are. So I actually start picking up some... Oh, don't leave your head. A little overexcited there. I need to start picking up some berry bushes and some saplings and things like that and planting around here on my base so that I don't have to travel so far to get to them. And since I'm so close to the source of manure here, I don't really want to dig up that one since it's so close. Okay, let's see. Let's equip my pickaxe. Okay, there we are. But you gotta watch out because these guys actually will attack you. And especially if their butts get red. When their butts get red, I'm not sure why they get red, but when they do, that's generally when they're a little bit more angry. Okay, let's see if I can actually... Okay, my food thing's not there, so I can't see what it costs, but I think it's 4 pieces of manure, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and... Don't know if these guys seem to like to hang around their manure. Okay, let's go... There we go. Oh, no, that's the water. I was trying to find somewhere to actually chop down a few trees. That's going to move me down too far down. I want to actually go to the right here and try to find my trap and see if I actually caught anything yet. It's way over there. Yeah, previously in the traps, you would actually, when you catch something, you would actually lay it down on the ground and you'd have to hit it with your axe or a spear or something to kill it. Now you actually just right click on what's in your inventory, just right click on it and it says murder. Okay, there we are. So now you can actually tell that something's in it. And here's the item. So you actually just, it's RMB for right mouse button. And it turns it into a piece of meat that you can actually eat. During the wintertime, pretty much meat is all you can eat. During the summertime, you can actually eat a lot of vegetable plants, like the berries, and you can grow things. But during the wintertime, you can't. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, but actually, the best thing I found for making a fire are these tussle grass. They last for a very long time. Pretty much they'll last all night. But I'm going to move the trap onto this side so it's not so far away from my base. And I'm going to set it close to that hole there. Bait it with a carrot. And I'll leave that one for... We'll come back tomorrow and check it. Okay, let's go ahead and equip about forgot that I didn't get any firewood. Okay. Also, you can equip your shovel back. You can dig up the stumps to get one more piece, because those stumps never grow back into anything. Let's go ahead and plant some of these trees so that I don't dig all of them up. Because you never want to go. I mean, oh, see there. I just now caught something else. Let's go ahead and pick these seeds up before the birds come and eat them. Okay. For some reason, the things when you kill it, they don't stack up like they should. Okay. A little bit of time before I have to. Let's actually go here and see what I need for a farm plot. Okay, I have everything. I can make no, I can make one. It's too late. If I start chopping on that tree, it might turn dark. Yeah. If it turns dark while you're chopping on the tree, it can turn into one of those things and attack you. And this is one reason why I hate the shovel. I didn't mean to dig that sapling up. Now, when I plant it back, it's not going to actually grow back until I... Maybe the sapling will, but... some of the items, when you dig them up, they won't actually grow back until you use manure or rot on them. And the rot you get by gathering like petals or something else and just letting it rot keeping it until it rots. The way they rot is you'll see this green here, where it's like a green line that's going down here. Then it goes green, then yellow, then red. After the red gets all the way to the bottom, it turns into rot. But okay, pick up those seeds. Let's go ahead and use this grass tuft, and it pretty much tells you it's a good thing it's contained. Okay, let's build us a basic farm plot. You need the seeds to plant. This one's very slow, so it's a good idea to get your alchemy machine quickly. And it takes, a lot more gold nuggets. The blocks here are just go to refined, and you can do some cut stone. Let's see, how many pieces of wood do I have? I don't have any. I thought Did I make something with them? Okay, cook food. So I've been ignoring my hunger meter. Actually, I thought I had some pieces of wood, and I forgot to put my trap down and bait it. But yeah, this will burn. Even during the wintertime, the tufts of grass are really good because instead of this being like this, where it's like mostly daytime, then you have some dusk and then dark. It actually goes this way, so your daytime is there's not much daylight, and there's more dusk and dark than they are daylight. Okay, I was hoping to build a chest so I could store things in, but I didn't. I don't have any logs. Okay, it's about daytime. Okay, we're starting day 4 here, and I think I will end here, and we will catch back up next time, and we'll see how long I can survive in this world now with all the new updates, because every 14 days they come out with a new update, and add a lot new content. A lot of the stuff I'm actually playing it right now a lot of the stuff I'm seeing is for the first time. And it's actually very entertaining because I thought the game would get stale when I first started because I was surviving for so long. But actually, with a lot of the things they are actually changing is making it a lot better and more entertaining. Okay, let's go ahead and set that trap there, and I'll come back to my little base here, and I will catch you next time. Till then.